Hi guys, it's Brittany. I'm back with my May reading wrap-up. My wrap-up and my book haul are going to be two separate videos this month because I have quite a few videos in my haul and I don't want to like overwhelm you guys with a probably 20-minute video. Alright, before we get started on the wrap-up, two things. One, I'm going to be doing a bookmarker giveaway. If you go in my Etsy shop, brittanychenteale.etsy.com, you can see all of the bookmarkers that I have up in there. All you need to do to enter is 1, subscribe to my channel. 2, leave a comment on this video. But you can get bonus entries by following me on Instagram and then also following me on Twitter. I'll leave the links down below and make sure you comment your username so I can make sure that you're actually following me. I'm not going to draw the winner until July 6th when I get back in town because I'll be out of town for almost a month. So that gives you a month to enter in case you're like, I don't know, a slacker like me. 2, I will be doing 30 days of videos starting today, June 6th through July 6th. I don't know, honestly, if I'll be able to do the full 30 days, but I'm trying to challenge myself to do it. I've already pre-filmed quite a few videos. I just need to edit and upload them, which is almost the hard part for me because I'm lazy about editing. So if I do, then yay me. 30 days videos. I'm mainly doing this as a challenge to myself because I want to put more effort into my YouTube channel and also because I'll be gone for 30 days, which means I might not be super active on my other social media and I don't want people to forget about me. So YouTube, here I am. Anyways, let's get into the reading wrap-up because I will blab about everything else forever if not. Alright, first up is Miss Marvel, Volume 4, Last Days. This one is the 4th volume in the Miss Marvel comic series and my favorite so far. Captain Marvel is in it, obviously. We've all been waiting for that. At least I have. And I really like this one because it has an apocalyptic feel to it. Like, I don't want to really spoil it, but there is some like end of world type danger. You'll have to read it to figure out what it is because I'm not going to tell you. But it's really good, and as I've mentioned before, they're really good at including like current relevant issues in here without it seeming like too cliche and like preachy. And so I really like that about this series. So this is something I would definitely recommend reading if you're not super into comics or maybe you need to find somewhere to start. Miss Marvel, do it. Next up is Honey and Clover. This series, I started reading this back when it was first being published in Shoujo Beat. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it was like Shonen Jump, but it was shoujo manga, and it went out of publication, and at that time that's when I stopped reading this series. But it was really good and I remember enjoying it. I think I had only reached volume 2 at the time, so I decided to pick it back up, and I only bought volume 1, but after reading volume 1 it was like so addicting. So I went online and I read the entire series, volumes 1 through 10, and it was so good. I'm eventually gonna buy the rest of the series because I enjoyed it that much that I will definitely reread it in the future. I enjoyed this series because it's like a house of 5 or 6 different artists living together. They're all in university, and it's kind of slice of life and shoujo, and each of the artists, they dabble in a different medium. So there's like an architect, pottery, painting, and a few others, and I found it really interesting because most of the manga that I've read about artists, it's usually about comic artist, which I do enjoy, but I really like this one because it went into other mediums that I don't usually see written about in manga. So it was really fun, and I just started watching the anime, and so far it's like almost word for word identical to the manga, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this one if you're into shoujo. Even if you're not into shoujo, I think you might like it, but there is a lot of love triangles, so it's definitely shoujo, but there's also a lot of non-shoujo life issue type things that I think we all deal with, and so you might be missing out if you're not reading it. That's all I'm saying. And last on the list, it feels like I didn't read that much because I only have 3 books to show you, but I did read 10 volumes of manga, so I definitely read. This is the last one. It's called Stuffing on the Cracks by Mary Downing Hahn. I think I showed you guys this last month in my haul. I finished reading this near the beginning of the month, and it's a little difficult to get into. It took me, I would say, about 5 chapters until I got like really into it, but once I started getting into it, it was actually quite hard to put down. The premise is that this girl, her brother, he gets drafted into World War II, and when he's gone, she's dealing with like just life during World War II, which I haven't read many books about life in the USA during World War II. Usually all the books that I've read have been based in Europe during World War II. So it was interesting to see her talking about things that they had to deal with, like rations, and they had to like get rid of their car because rubber was really scarce and like tires were very expensive and things like that. So that was really cool. And also like just little things that I have never heard about, like they had different color-coded flags hanging in the window. Like I think blue was their child got drafted and were still alive to their knowledge. Yellow was they got drafted and they died overseas, and things like that. And that was really interesting to me, but I really like World War II history, so maybe to just a average reader that would be like trivial information. But anyways, her brother gets drafted, and she's dealing with life in the US without her brother because he's like her stepping stone. Her parents are kind of distant and they don't really give her that much attention. On top of that, her friend is kind of a bully, which I don't think she really deals with that properly, but that's a different issue. And she's dealing with this other bully at school, and she finds out that this bully is actually hiding his brother from the draft. He ran away from the draft, and so that's really cool. And so then she like goes through all these emotions. Like first she wants to turn him in, but she's known this guy since like forever because they all grew up in the same town, and there's a lot of plot twists. I don't really want to give too many details because those little details as I was finding them out is what kept me reading, but I definitely recommend it. It's a young adult book, so it shouldn't take you long to read it. It is a little over 200 pages, but because it's young adult, it's quite simple to read. I definitely recommend it. So yeah, that is my wrap up for this month. Don't forget about the giveaway in case you've already forgotten because I talk too much. Follow me on my social media. I'll leave all the links below. Comment, and 30-day video challenge. My goal is to try and get somewhere near 2,000 subscribers by the end of July. So tell your friends, tell your parents, subscribe to me. If you have any video requests that you want me to be doing, tell me, like, let me know. Other than that, thanks for watching this video and listening to me talk forever. I hope you're looking forward to 30 more days of me blabbing about a lot of various things. Thanks for watching. Bye.